Hey guys, and welcome back to another comparison video. This one is a big face-off between the two different SoftLips Peach Mango products, so let us get started. Obviously, format-wise, they are a bit different. I mean, they're both solid, but this one is in a dome. Well, the packaging's a cube, but the actual product is a dome, whereas this one is just skinny stick form. Packaging-wise, this one wins all the awards in my book. This pretty much wins against everything because it's so cute and just looks like a little ice cube, and just I love it so much, and it's so unique and so cute, and just I can't say enough about the packaging for this. Packaging on this guy, sorry, don't like it. Just it's too cigarette-y for my taste. Even colorized, just no thank you. I don't like that. These are not natural or organic, they're both synthetic. This is limited edition, this is not, as far as I know anyway. The site makes it look like this is part of their permanent collection, but this is, as of right now anyway, a limited edition one that you can only get in the 2-pack with the pomegranate raspberry cube. Amount of product you get way more with this guy. You get 0.23 ounces with that one versus 0.00 ounces, I believe, if I remember right. Or is it just 0.7? No, 0.07. Come on, focus. Close enough. You can read that anyway. There you go. Okay. So yeah, you do not get much product here. You get literally from here to here, and it's super skinny, so that's not much. And even with that, you don't know how much of it is actually the little holder thing that pushes it up, and how much of it is the actual lip balm part. So, yeah, you don't get a lot for your money here, especially given that this is like almost $3. That's a lot to pay for that little of a product. Even for the 2-pack this is in, I think that's only about $6. Shelf life on these, this doesn't have an expiration date, but this one did, although I think it's rubbed off, if I remember. Yeah, it's pretty dang worn off. Yeah, you can't read that anymore, but holding it up to see if maybe, if I remember right, I believe it expires in 2017, so yeah, you get a couple years out of that, but this one, I assume it doesn't have an expiration date because there's so little in it that it won't take very many times using it before it's gone. So, there's that. Price point I already talked about. The sturdiness, this guy's fairly sturdy. The only thing that's a little iffy with it is the cap, because if you miss, especially when it's brand new, it will gouge the wax because the wax is so soft on these. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it, but sturdiness, though, is pretty good on these. You don't really have to worry about that. Maybe about scratches on the acrylic, but that's about it. But this, just like all SoftLips skinny sticks, they are very flimsy. I mean, you can see this wiggle back and forth. Look at the divider line. Just watch as I do this. You can see it wiggling back and forth. That's how much give it has from barely moving it. And then this, I mean, any of the skinny sticks, I don't care what brand it is, they seem to have an issue with when you roll them back down. Just, they're so small in the first place for surface area that it pushes the product over the edges of it a little bit, so then when you pull it back down, it kind of squishes around the edges and just isn't the greatest thing on the planet, so that's another strike against this guy. As far as I know, there's no... I guess there is some special features, because this has SPF 20. I honestly don't remember if this has SPF or not. Let's look. Oh, there is a difference. This only has SPF 15. What do you know? That's weird. I never noticed that until just today. This has 20. That's 15. You guys can see it for yourself. So like I said, these guys are not exactly the same product. They're similar, but they're not the same. They are medicated. I believe this has the same medications in it as this, and as I've done in the other videos about this, I'll read them off again. We've got 2% dimethicone, 7.5% octinoxate, 3% octisalate, and 3% oxybenzone. So, yeah. They are medicated, and that's what gives you the tingly feeling with these, but even that, it seems, is different here. It may even be different percentages between the two different products. I don't still have the card that came with this one. Otherwise, I would look at it, but I don't still have it. And I didn't take a picture of the back, only the front. So if anybody wants to look it up, if they do happen to have one, or still have the card that it came from, you can let me know if there's a difference there or not with the number of medications and just the percentages and stuff, or if they're the same. But anyway, this one, it starts tingling a lot faster than this one, and it's a more intense tingle especially when it was brand new, it was almost burning, it was so intense. Now it's more just a pleasant tingle, kind of like the Sweet Mint EOS, but it lasts a lot longer too. This one, it starts almost as soon as you put it on. This guy, though, this one, it feels like it takes almost a full minute before you feel anything happening there, and even then, you don't feel much. So, I happen to love the tingly feeling, so the fact that this doesn't have as much of it as that, and takes a while for it to even kick in, and you have to really purse your lips to get it going, that is another strike against it in my book. Scent-wise, they're both pretty identical. I'll double-check this right now, because I haven't put them side by side to check this, but ignore my phone, please. But, okay, smelled one. Actually, there is a little bit of difference here. This one, the stick, seems to be a little bit lighter of a scent than the cube. They're basically otherwise the same scent, other than that's a lighter scent. They both go on clear, but they're also, they're both, oopsies, natural white wax. They're the same exact color of white petroleum, pretty much. It's just the lighting in here that's making it look a little different on this one, but I assure you they are the same exact color. The consistency looks a little different on them, but other than that. Flavor-wise, they've both got about the same sweet, slightly peachy taste. I almost said scent again. So they are about on par with each other that way. Consistency-wise, I feel like the cube is a little bit thicker. I also just put this on again, and I tried this earlier once again, so I could have a fair, fresh comparison in my mind of these two. But I feel like the cube is slightly thicker, but is still definitely what I would consider to be a thin thickness of a lip balm, whereas this is a very, very thin, almost not even there thickness. So depending on what your personal preference is there for thicknesses, that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. As much as I do like them to be thin, I like to also know that there's something there, and if my lips are really chapped, they kind of need that little bit of extra thickness to it just to smooth the chapped skin down, so that's another point for this guy over here. But the consistency on both of them is very, very smooth, and they both glide on really easily and really nicely. This has more of a greasy feeling to it than this does, although this one, it has some degree of greasy feeling to it, I can't kid you, but this has a way more so of that feeling, so just a thought. Shine factor-wise, though, this is a lot shinier than this I have found. This makes your lips look almost wet, whereas this, it's shiny, but not like super shiny, if you know what I mean. Longevity-wise, it depends what we're talking about. If we're talking about the tingling, we already know this lasts longer than that. If we're talking about just how long it lasts on your lips, I think it's about equal between the two. It's very possible that the stick version may last a teensy bit longer, but that also may be coincidental just in the times that I've tried it with the circumstances I've used it under, so I think it's about equal for that. But, just overall rating, I personally choose the cube hands down over the stick, and if one of these were going to be limited edition, I wish it were this one instead of the cube, because the cube, I would totally buy over and over and over again, because even just having this one since, I think, May, I have already made a lip divot in the top of it. It's not even flat anymore. There is a flat out divot in this. So, but it's a good amount of product that I've used it as much as I have, and there's still this much left, so I have no complaints with that. Whereas if I had used this as much as I've used this so far, I'm pretty sure it would be gone, so yeah, so that's just my personal preference. This isn't bad or anything, it's not terrible, I still like it, just I happen to like this a lot more. So that's just my own personal opinion. You're entitled to have your own as well. So anyway, as usual, if you like the video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. And until next time, bye!